Hi, I'm Dhruv Nath and welcome to our travels. I have a little joke for you. What do you call a country that's really good at singing and even better at startups? Estonia. Okay, maybe the punchline needs work, but it's surprisingly true. For a long time, this Baltic nation was a bit of a mystery to many travelers, tucked away in Northern Europe. But today, Estonia is stepping into the spotlight. Medieval history, stunning nature, super modern, forward thinking culture. It's a place where you can wander through a fairy tale old town in the morning and be in a pristine ancient bog by the afternoon. It's charming, it's quirky, and it's absolutely full of surprises. Over the next 7 minutes or so, we're going to explore 15 of my favorite must-see spots across this fascinating country. We'll go from majestic castles that have seen centuries of history to serene islands where time seems to slow down. I'll share some tips to help you get the most out of your visit, from finding the best photo spots to understanding the deep cultural currents that make Estonia so unique. Think of this as your whirlwind tour, a little appetizer to get you excited for the main course. So, get comfortable, maybe grab a cup of coffee, and get ready to journey with me to one of Europe's most rewarding destinations. We'll discover why this small country has such a big heart and why it deserves a top spot on your travel list. From the bustling capital to the quiet corners of its national parks, let's dive into the wonders of Estonia. Our journey begins right in the heart of Estonia, in Tallinn's magnificent old town. Stepping through the Viru gates feels like walking onto a movie set from the Middle Ages. The winding cobblestone lanes, the colorful gabled houses, the old merchants' halls. It's one of the best preserved Hanseatic town centers in the world, and it's just buzzing with charm. You can almost hear the clatter of, horse-drawn carts and the chatter of traders from centuries ago. It's a place to get happily lost, to wander without a map, and just soak in the atmosphere of history that hangs in the air. Every corner you turn reveals a new picturesque courtyard or a hidden alleyway. Here's a fun fact. Tallinn's old town is home to one of the oldest continuously operating pharmacies in Europe, the Reapteek. Since at least 1422. Imagine that. They used to sell things like burnt peas and unicorn horn powder for medicinal purposes. Today, you can still visit and get a glimpse into medieval medicine, though I'd recommend sticking to modern aspirin for your headache. It's these little details, these layers of history that make exploring Tallinn so rewarding. From the lower town, we climb Tuompi Hill, the limestone mound that has been the seat of power in Estonia for centuries. Tuompi Castle isn't your typical fairy tale fortress. It's a fascinating blend. Sturdy medieval towers and an elegant pink and white Baroque facade. This is the home of the Riigikogu, the Estonian parliament. History made daily. Continue. Close-up detail. While you're up here, the real traveler's prize is the viewpoint. There are several viewing platforms that offer breathtaking panoramas. A sea of red-tiled roofs, church spires, and the Baltic Sea beyond. It's the perfect spot to get your bearings. Makes you wonder if the politicians ever get distracted by the view. For me, this is where Tallinn's geography clicks. The historic core, the modern city, and the sea that's always been its lifeline. Still on Tuompi Hill, you can't miss the dramatic onion dome silhouette of the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, Tallinn's largest and most opulent Orthodox cathedral, built in 1900 during Russification, a powerful statement of imperial dominance in a Lutheran land. Its rich details and dark atmospheric interior contrast with the old town. Best photos are from a slight distance to frame the domes over medieval roofs. Inside, be respectful. It's an active place of worship. Listen for the 11 bells. The largest weighs 15 tons. Beauty, history, and resonance. Just a short tram ride from the center, Kadriorg shows a different side of Tallinn. Peter the Great's Baroque palace for Catherine's Valley. A masterpiece of symmetry with manicured gardens, fountains and flower beds designed to be admired from the palace windows. Today, it houses the Kadriorg Art Museum with a fantastic collection of foreign art from the 16th to 20th centuries. But the joy is the park. Formal gardens, swan pond, shaded walks, a peaceful escape with a romantic glow at sunset. Now we leave the city for Lahemaya, Estonia's first and largest national park, just an hour away. Immense beauty and diversity, dense pine forests, a rugged boulder-strewn coastline, and ancient bogs. Walking the boardwalks is unforgettable. The silence is profound, broken only by the call of a bird or the wind in the reeds. It feels primeval. Lahema is dotted with restored manor houses like Palmse and Vihula, a glimpse into Baltic German nobility. Eco-tip: stick to marked trails. The bog is fragile. A single footprint can last decades. Tread lightly and breathe deeply. When summer arrives, everyone flocks to Pernu, the summer capital. A long, white beach with soft white sand and gentle, shallow waters. Relaxed summer vibes everywhere. Beyond the beach, a 19th century spa legacy in grand buildings and leafy parks. Build a mega sandcastle or do a modern mud bath. Your call. If Tallinn is the historic and political heart, Tartu is the intellectual and cultural soul. Founded in 1632, the university shapes a youthful vibe, cookie cafes, vibrant street art, and lively squares. The famous Kissing Students Fountain. Legend says, kiss beneath it and your love lasts forever. Smart, bohemian, big ideas kind of place. To feel Estonia's geopolitical pulse, go to Narva, right on the Russian border, with Herman Castle facing Ivangorod across the river. You're at the frontier of the EU and NATO. From Herman's Tower, the view is among Europe's most dramatic, a strategic crossing for Vikings, knights, kings, and tsars. Centuries of conflict and coexistence etched in stone. Sarema slows time, juniper fields, traditional windmills, rugged coasts, and Kuresare's moated Gothic castle. Try smoked fish and at dark. Slightly sweet rye, delicious island soul. Quiete Hiuma is for disconnecting. Climb ancient Kopu lighthouse and always book summer ferries online in advance. Suma becomes a shallow lake after snowmelt. Paddleboard your Citero flood order diseases or bandel or fortune or Mikyu Ricket Sahaticus as there is to under other seasons wear bog shoes to float across spongy ground. In the southeast, along the border, lies Setoma, its own language, traditions, and even a yearly elected king or queen. Ancient ways are lived daily, orthodox roots blended with much older beliefs. A distinct cultural pocket, their polyphonic singing, Leelo, is UNESCO heritage. One lead improvises, the choir replies. Stories, history, and traditions pass in song. If you hear Leelo, listen with your full attention. It's the living voice of a culture. Back in Tallinn, Kumu is a modern architectural marvel set into a hillside, Estonia's national art gallery. It traces the nation through art, from 18th century portraits to contemporary installations. My tip: focus on the Soviet-era flaws, symbolism and abstraction used to express dissent and preserve identity under enforced conformity. Then hop to the top floor, vibrant, creative, globally connected, a must to understand the country's soul. If you want a castle that's more than a museum, Rakvere is your place. A 13th century fortress turned medieval theme park. Try armor, practice archery, visit the alchemist, and if you dare, the torture chamber. The cast brings history to life with humor and enthusiasm. Feel the sword's weight, the wood smoke, the blacksmith's clang. History you can live. After walking in armor, you'll respect knights and modern clothing, so much more. We finish in Otepää, Estonia's winter capital, hilly, forested, and perfect for snow lovers. Hundreds of kilometers of groomed trails. Olympians train here, but you can rent skis and glide at your own pace. Sled the hills, skate frozen lakes, and try a traditional smoke sauna, followed by a roll in the snow for the full experience. Summer is for hiking and swimming. Winter is when it truly comes alive. Embrace the cold, get active, feel the magic, and there you have it, 15 incredible glimpses into the beauty, history, and spirit of Estonia. From medieval streets to wild bogs, from the Russian border to serene Baltic islands, ancient and ultra-modern, quiet nature and creative energy. It's a destination that keeps surprising. Which one surprised you most? The flooded forests of Suma, the powerful history at Narva, or the singing culture of the Seto people? For me, it's Estonia's resilient, optimistic spirit. preserving culture while building a digital future. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe and tell me which spot you'd visit first. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep exploring.